So how do you actually create a new React Native app using Expo? So the way you do this, you just say Expo init. So we're gonna say Expo init. So we're initializing an Expo app, but now you need to give it the name of the app that you wanna do. So here we're creating a new app which is called React Native University. So this app will have everything you need to know about React Native. So we're gonna say React Native University. So after that, you just press enter. So what will happen here is that it will initialize your app. You'll create your new app. So the notification you're seeing right now is asking me if I want to create a blank app. So you don't have any code already in the app that has a template in it. So as I say, it's a minimal app, as clean as an empty canvas. So you have the power to do whatever you want. The other option here is to create one using TypeScript. TypeScript is the new thing nowadays and everyone is doing it. So there are some haters, there's some lovers for TypeScript. So you choose here. Yeah, this is also a TypeScript template as well, but it uses tabs. It already has tabs configured into the app itself. And then the last option says it's the bare and minimal. So it just only has the essential to get you started. So in this case, I'm gonna go with the minimal app or the blank option. So I'm gonna press enter. So after this, it will create the app. So it's downloading the template. It normally takes a bit of time depending whether it's your first time doing it or it's your last time doing it. One of the options that you're seeing now is that in my computer I have yarn installed. So it's installing all the relevant packages using yarn. Yarn is much faster than npm. And then what happens there is that if you don't have yarn installed, it's actually going to install all the packages using npm. So npm, if you don't know, is like node package manager. So you have all the packages installed in node and then just installs them in your PC right now. Currently it's doing that process of installing the JavaScript dependencies. This also will depend on your internet speed. So if you have a really great internet speed, is going to take quicker. And if your internet speed is relatively not fast, it's going to take you some time. In my case, sometimes it takes 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and sometimes 2 minutes, depending on the area where I am and the speed that I have. So for now, we'll just wait for it to finish and then I'll show you what to do next. So now it's done. So the next thing you do is that we're gonna say cd React Native University. So you can just copy this if you're lazy to type. So cd React Native University. So what this does is that we're going into the folder which contains React Native University code. So I press that, enter. Perfect. So like now we're in that folder. So what I normally do, I don't say yarn start here, but what you can do is that you can say yarn start. This will initialize your app. It will just open up your app. Then when you say yarn Android, you opening up the Android emulator, And then when you say yarn iOS, you open up the iOS simulator. And then when you say yarn web, because this is React Native Expo, web is already ready or set up into your Expo project. So what I normally do is that I'll say yarn. By the way, if you're using npm, you can say npm or you can say npx. So we're gonna say yarn code dot. So when you say yarn code dot, what this does is that it opens Visual Studio or any other IDE that you are using to code. So there's another command which says yarn open dot. So yarn open dot just simply opens the finder or the folder whereby you have this project. So press enter to do its magic in the background. Let's say code dot without using yarn. So press enter to do its magic, then voila. So what you have here, you have the React Native University folder. So what will happen here is that you have all the folders that you need, and then you have your root folder, and you can do the magic that you want. So this is after it loads up, then this is when I actually initialize my app, as in I start it up. So by saying yarn start, press enter, and then the magic will happen. So this is the better way of doing things than actually starting it from the terminal. So we're done with Expo. So what I'll do now, I'll show you how you initialize an app using React Native CLI. This is pure React Native. Do you actually initialize a React Native CLI project? You're starting from scratch, everything is blank. I simply opened my terminal. So you can see my terminal is open here, and this will come up. So what we'll do is that we're gonna say npx react-native init. So we're initializing a React Native app. So after that, you have to give it a name. So in this case, we're creating a React Native University app whereby you have all the features that you love about React Native all in one app. So we're gonna say React Native University Pro, because this will be the pro version of the app, and then simply press enter. What this does is that it will initialize your React Native app. All the good magic is happening in the background. So what's going to happen is that this process will ask me if whether I want to proceed with React Native. I simply press yes and press enter, and then it will do the same process it normally does if you're creating an Expo project. So it will download all the packages. The only difference here is that it will start with a bare version of that app, and you're going to see once we open up the app is that it will slightly different from the Expo app in terms of folders and in terms of how it looks. So this will take a bit of time. I'll come back to you when this is done. And it's magic. What do you have to do? Same here, you can either follow the instructions here, or you can actually just go cd awesome project, if then that's the name of the project. And then so what I did there is just like can press tab before you even finish typing, it will automatically remember where you're trying to go. And then what I normally do, press enter, and then you're gonna open the terminal, which is like your Firebase. In this case, you want to open the terminal in your IDE. So we're gonna say code dot. This will open Visual Studio and will allow us to carry on working from there. So look at this, it's open. I fully trust this, so I'm gonna say trust. Then I'm gonna clap there to open it up. Then I'm gonna open the terminal as I spoke about. Then from here you can say yarn iOS or yarn Android, depending on what you wanna open. In this case, I'm looking for the iOS simulator. I'm gonna say yarn iOS. This will run your app and open it up in the iOS simulator. I hope this was clear, and if you have any questions, do feel free to type it in the comments below. Cheers, y'all.